What up, Droid? Bryo Sama. What's good, cousin? Draco, what up? KJ, what's good? My boy. What's good, bro? Long time no see, my man. How you living, bro? You got to come back out to Miami. It's been too long. I know the agency's keeping you busy, though. What up, Jorge? Hell yeah. We'll see you soon. Let me know when you're here. I have no reason to be in Toronto, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. If you could give me a good reason to be in Toronto, I'll be there. You getting married soon? Maybe you should get married, bro. Maybe you should get married and invite me to your wedding. When's Splash's event? Yeah, when's that? End of August. Okay. Okay, that could maybe be the first. I'm already doing 2 trips. We got 2 trips. I don't know, I'm moving soon. Not to be the guy with an objection, but Toronto shouldn't be too expensive though. What up, Corey? My objection. Don't do me like that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because if we do that, I'll pay for the fucking flight and the hotel right now before I even know the date of the event. Let me know if you could come though, bro. Because, yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. I'll let you know. The only thing is I got 2 trips, but yeah, I'll definitely keep you posted for sure. What up, Andre? But yeah, when you pull up end of year, definitely would be good to see you. What up, Holy Scenes? My bro, what's up, bro? How's it going? I'm good. I'm good, L. L, 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 L. L, are you a closer? What up, Harry? Simon, what's good? What's good? Where are you from? I'm from Kenya. I live in Florida now. Are you new to my page, L, or are you subscribed? Miss Saida, what's up? I remember you. What up, Micah? I'm new, bro. Okay. And are you in high ticket sales? Micah, are you a closer? I subbed. What up, Whitney? Welcome back. I think I remember you from the last one. I'm from the Netherlands. What drew you to my YouTube, L? What did you see? San Pellegrino, best water. You got taste. Yes, sir. Only tasteful water. Oh, hey, man. What's good? What's good? What's good? Michael. Michael. What's good? I'm DM setting. Okay, what kind of offer? Italian water. Yeah, it's that designer water. It's that designer water for sure. What up, Senny? I'm from Jamaica. Nice. I love Jamaica. Wagwan. Are either of you in high ticket sales? Currently looking for the right team to work with long term. Okay. Okay. And what hi bro, what up, Rahul? How's the hunt going? How's the hunt for a new offer, Michael? I hope I'm saying your name right too, because it doesn't look like it's spelled Michael. What up, Amy? What up, Mage? What up, what up, what up? What up? Good afternoon, Snop Doc. When you moved from Kenya to Florida and how? Seeing some opportunities from IG stories and filling up applications. Are you landing interviews, Michael? Yes, bro, I'm in high ticket sales. What would you say is the biggest needle mover to get your first 10K month? I don't think there's a biggest needle mover, but I would say, okay, if I could give a biggest needle mover, I would say making the decision that you make of like what role you're going to get on being based off of where you are in your career and being intentional about that. I think that's the thing that's been consistent across everything. So that is what got me to 10K a month. And that's what gets a lot of the people that I work with to 10K a month. Not assuming that you're going to make 10K a month right away if you're brand new. But if you're not brand new, not staying on an offer that doesn't have the potential to get you to 10K a month for too long. When do you know you're ready for sales management? What makes you ask? It's very subjective to everyone because sales management isn't even right for everyone, to be honest. So to tell you when you know you're ready for it, it's tough to answer without knowing your situation. What makes you ask? Give me some context. I had an interview last week, but it wasn't a good fit for me. What made it not be a good fit? What up, Zach? What up, Manny? Well, yeah, what made it not be a good fit? What up, Oha? I have 4 opportunities lined up. Nice. What kinds of offers? What kinds of offers? What up, Lucian? But I'm not getting a response from them. Okay. I thought you meant you have interviews lined up. Okay. Why do you think you're not getting a response? What up, Mitch? What up, Rizwan? What do you think about June Choi's style sign? I think June's pretty good. I think you need to sell based on the style of selling that you decide to go with has to be aligned with your personality. I have nothing bad to say about June. I have nothing bad to say about anyone actually. Because if I do, I just won't say it. I will say I think his style is more for people who are like fairly advanced. Like if you haven't made like 20K in a month before, 30K in a month before, it'll be hard to wrap, at least from my perspective, to wrap a lot of his style around your mind. He reminds me of a coach that I had, but I got this coach when I was already doing like 15, 20 grand a month. Um, I'm currently on VStride, which has potential for money to get to 10 to 15K as a grind. Should I leverage my current experience to land a role to do that immediately, or would you grind it out? What has you leaning towards either side? What has you leaning towards staying versus what has you leaning towards going and getting a different role? Yeah, Oha, I'd agree. It depends on your understanding of reality for sure. Oha does growth. Are you a growth operator or are you a closer? Well, right now I'm near being a sales manager. Main thing for me is making more. Okay. If you had to restart zero in the bank, what do you do? Okay, so Wes, to answer your question, Wes on YouTube, if the main thing is making more, sales management probably would not be the way to go, to be honest. And also, it depends on your align, like how aligned you are with managing and dealing with people and dealing with emotions and KPIs. Like it's more than just being a good closer. Being a sales manager, it comes with a business acumen. Like you have to have business acumen, or you have to develop business acumen. And typically, the top closer makes more than the manager. And so, in the short term, you're going to make less as a manager, to be honest. So, there has to be something bigger driving you than that because otherwise, you're just going to burn yourself out. Should we follow up with recruiters the same way we follow up with leads? Absolutely. What's your follow up process right now? Why do you think they're not responding to you, though? Those ops are from recruiters that had ops to work with big names in the space. Why do you think they're not responding to you? If you had $0 in the bank right now, what would you do? I would go get a closing role and get to 20 and just work like 12 hours a day and make 30 grand a month. I would just leverage the skill that I have to do that. In order to get a role, I would apply it through a bunch of like recruiting pipelines, like assuming I had no network as well, is what I'm taking that as. Or if it's right now, like having the network that I do, then I would just send a couple texts, get on an offer, get to 30K a month. Okay, what we got here? Bro, it's a weird situation. I basically own 1% of my own offers sales, but I'm still closing. 60% on calls this week. Love this shit. I've heard it. I've heard of the concept, but I don't know enough about it, to be honest, about somatic releasing. Educate me. What exactly is that? It's like releasing like trauma and shit, right? Genuinely though, okay, I'm gonna answer you in a second. If you had to restart from, okay, I mean, a guy that has done zero in sales, but he's on zero now. I would ask that guy if he has good credit. Yeah, that's that guy if he has good credit. And if you have good credit, like I've been pretty fucked up financially, to be honest, but I've always had good credit, which is great because then I could just leverage the credit to get the support that I need. Like someone has the answers to unstuck you. Someone has the answers. You just got to be able to pay them. Genuinely though, how do we follow up with leads inside the DMs? Are you talking about leads now, like jobs, or are you talking about like literal leads? What do you mean by leads? Because it's different answers for both. What's good, Sky? What's good, Sky? How much have you invested into yourself in your career? Probably like 40 grand at this point. 40 grand, 50 grand, something like that. In terms of sales training, probably like 25 to 30 though. And then like 15 to 20 and other shit. There's no credit in Europe, bro. What part of Europe are you in? There's credit in Europe. It's like you're able to just be yourself and resistance between you and your actions. Able to be yourself and resistance between you and actions you want to take disappears. What resistance do you feel like you have? Oh, I didn't read the first message. I mean, that sounds like some powerful shit right there. That sounds like some powerful shit. Literal leads. Um, what do you sell? What are you selling in the DMs? What up, Jasmine? Basically, when you get triggered, that weird pain feeling in your chest, the opportunity. Come on, come on. They don't give credit to young people. How old are you? King Noah Alexander, Chester, what up? Do you feel Oha? Do you feel resistance on your calls? Is that why you're saying that? He said no updates. Oh, that's gay. Jambo Rafiki, yeah, poa sana, bro. Hope you're good. What up, Tay? What up, Windows? Currently not on any offers, so probably how do we follow up in general with all niches? Well, brother, the first problem to solve is to get on an offer. What do you think about selling AI websites, bro, to do first cash flow? I mean, if you're like totally at zero and you don't have credit or access to credit, and you don't have access to credit, then I would just spam a bunch of outbound DMs and then I would harass those people until they hired me. And then I'd probably, like, if you don't have the ability to sell for real, like close, then I'd get a setting roll. But if you do have the ability to close, then I would just spam a bunch of outbound DMs and then get on a closing roll and then collect 200 grand a month. What's good? What's good? What's up, Ida? What up, Mike? My fucking boy. We'll remove fake stress and anxiety before. Hold up. Somatic. Yeah, I'll look into it for sure. I'll look into it. I'll look it up right now. I sold something similar in the past. I mean, I probably wouldn't take that route. I can't tell you much about, like, are you talking about selling AI websites as like a business that like you're building the websites and selling them, or selling for a company that does that and then you're the closer? What do you mean? What up, Claire? What up, David? Selling by myself, not for a company. My opinion is if you are at zero, then starting a business should be the last thing that you're doing. Love you though, dog. Been watching your shit for a while. Bro came up. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, I've been seeing your name for a while too. I appreciate that. Also, so cool that you sold for that dude's mom, Small World. Yeah, that's my fucking boy. And they're cranking now. They're doing so well. Davi's a good dude. Oh, so you do the growth, like you do the operational shit and you close on the offer and you get a bigger percentage? Or Oha, sorry. I sold an AI website for 350 euros. So my advice is to go get a closing role. That's my advice. But like, that's because of how I see the world. So if you're asking what I would do if I was in that situation, that was your question. What I would do if I was in that situation, I would not go starting any business. I wouldn't sell anything besides shit that has already been proven for another company for a percentage. That's what I would do. especially if you already have the skill of sales. How many people are on your team? And if you're closing at 60%, why have we not raised the price? About to take this offer to $1 million a month and then just chill. Maybe start my own offer. Three. Okay. Why not raise the price then if you guys are closing so high? Or since you guys are closing so high, I should say. I believe that you are. Haven't raised the price because I'm still training the others. I don't want to take calls forever. Fair. How's the training going? Bro, I'm totally disappointed with all these companies. They're all shit. You feel me? You feel me, bro? I'm saying they're unprofessional. I don't feel you. What do you mean? How are they unprofessional? Help me understand. Basically just onboarded these reps. They're from June's course. Oh, okay. Okay. When have they started taking calls? Fuck. I hope y'all can still hear me on Instagram because every time I get a call, it just fucks up the audio. A week ago, one of them he closed one, 8 calls taken total. We got to work on his beliefs for sure. The other 2 just came today. How are you finding it training reps and like getting a concept over to their brain? How are you finding that? Like I start make money. So then stop working for Italian companies. You sound like you're like feeling bad for yourself. Why are you feeling bad for yourself? When did you decide to biz up your offer, bro? I remember when you wouldn't work with anyone. Probably like 2 months ago. Probably like 2 months ago. It was too much of a need. It's a bunch of people in my DMs asking me for clothes. Fuck. Yeah, there's a bunch of people in my DMs asking me, yo, I need good reps. And then there were a bunch of reps saying, yo, I need to get on an offer. So I was like, fuck, I might as well do both. Michael, you a closer? Yes, L. Hopefully his fucking Instagram shit's back. Oh my god, what the fuck? I'm not. I'm a Miami growth op. Oh man. You got that city center sign in your apartment. I'm sure you could see that bitch. City center view. Every Miami bro has to experience seeing that view with the fucking city center. How's the growth op going? Are you closing for the creator, or are you like strictly finding closers? I actually gotta fucking go. I gotta hop off. I will catch y'all. I'm gonna do it longer next time. Catch me when you catch me. Peace.